out for this auspicious occasion. We'll start tonight's proceedings with an invocation by our chief.
Good evening, everybody. If you can all stand, please, and bow our heads. Dear God, thank you for your amazing power and work in our lives. Thank you for your goodness and your blessing over us. Thank you that you are able to bring hope through even the toughest time, strengthening us for your purpose. Thank you for your great love and care, and thank you for your mercy and they'll say.
Mr. Manager, if you come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Stand right hand over your pledge of allegiance.
Thank you. That is our Chief of Police, a man of many talents. Thank you, Chief. First of all, we'll start by recognizing the elected officials who are here, the current ones, otherwise it's going to be a long night. We have our Vice Mayor, Jeff Rose, Commissioner Landsman, and Commissioner Maishat here with us tonight. I want to thank the town manager, the town clerk, Sandra, Priscilla, for helping me put this all together rather quickly, so thank you all. Tonight is about thanks, so we'll start with thanking Jose, who is here on his birthday, managing the IT and the microphones. I hear him laughing in the other room. We're going to keep this going on very long. I know he wants to run out, but thank you, Jose. But again, we are here to say thank you, and we're here to recognize and to show appreciation to those who served our community. I can tell you from experience, it's not an easy position, and I'm sure every one of you here know that. And it's not a position where you make more friends, but you do listen and try to solve, problems all day. And of course, at the end, there's really a thank you, and you definitely leave the office, with usually I was told with a big FU rather than some sort of present. So that's what we're here to change today, and I think that's what the commission wanted to change, I guess, a little bit of the history of this town. I don't think this has ever been done before, so most of us take this job to better our community, and I think we recognize that, and to leave it a little bit better than what it was when we started. And we want to recognize, and the rest of us here also want to recognize, regardless of policy, and set this, and regardless of what the initiatives are, and trust us that we don't necessarily agree with every initiative and every policy that those in the room and those that aren't in the room necessarily passed. But it's important to recognize that, especially in their eyes, and what the purpose of was to make and to better our community. And that's really what we're here to do. Especially now, you don't have to go very far. You can look online on social media, the internet, especially during election season. You see, unfortunately, it feels very divided. And I think that's why it's very important we do this now more than ever. While there are some those that like to strive on controversy and bring it up, we have to do better, and we are going to do better, and that's what we're here to do. So I believe this is a first step. And as I said, I didn't necessarily agree with everybody's policies necessarily up here over the years, but I definitely have a lot of respect for you. I think most of the ones that have shown are people that I was living in town for about 13 years. So most of you were in office when I was here. And, again, you always took the time to speak to the residents. You worked for the better of the community, and that's what we're here to recognize. So we're here to show appreciation to you, to your families, because they definitely go through this ride with you, and I'm glad that many of you brought them here. We all know that every time you run to the house to deal with another meeting or miss a birthday anniversary, they are the ones sitting at home. So again, it's appreciation to the families as well. And on behalf of myself, town commission, town staff, and the residents, we are here to say thank you for your selfless devotion to our town and the investment that you have done over the years. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues to say a few words, and then we'll call you guys up. So, Mr. Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank all the former elected officials that are here and the ones that couldn't make it. This is really just about service. I think most of us have only served now here for going on 2 years. And this is, a lot of the elected officials here are 6+ years have served this town. what the mayor said. This is all about volunteer. Being a commissioner, mayor, vice mayor, commissioner, it's all about volunteering for this town and this community, for the residents, to move things forward, to better this community, whatever side you're on. And everyone that is here today and that is and being recognized here, and former elected officials, that's what this is about. You guys have dedicated your time, your family has sacrificed, what the mayor said, to better this community. And we all appreciate this. Not just the elected officials here, but all our residents appreciate everything you guys have done for this town, because it does mean a lot, and we don't function without elected officials and policies. And what the mayor said, family sacrifice most. Thank you to all the family members that are here and that have been supportive of your colleague or spouse that has been able to serve this town for 6+ years. So thank you. Mr. Lands.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Vice Mayor. Just a few words, nothing prepared. I've had the privilege here in Surfside of being able to serve on a committee, a board, and now the commission. And to those past officials, current officials, and future aspirants to be either on a board or a commission, this is not easy. It's challenging, as we all know, if you've been attached to any part of our meetings and at a board or at the commission. You know, there's sometimes conversation and there's debate and there's perhaps disagreement. But the takeaway is that it's a great opportunity to have a voice and also be able to listen to your fellow residents, people that are visitors, our businesses, to be able to affect change. So congratulations to the officials that are here being recognized. It is long in coming. I certainly don't expect anything if I'm not in office in the future. I'll be happy with the experience that I've had in doing the work that I've been able to do. But again, for those past, current, and future aspirants to be in this office or to be on a board and a committee, well done. We appreciate your volunteer. You don't get any compensation for this. It's all out of the goodness of your heart doing this and dealing with the good and the bad and all the folks that are part of our town. So thank you all for your service to the community of Surfside.
Thank you for your introduction to me. So I want to congratulate everyone that's been here for 3 consecutive terms. It's amazing. And having come from just doing 2 years, 1 term, I know how much energy and time that takes, and dedication and integrity. And so I'd also like to congratulate those who haven't served 3 consecutive terms, but have served the terms in their own right. So thank you again, and congratulations to everyone that served. Thank you.
All right, so just to echo some of the words of the commission, you know, the reason why there's 5 of us up there and not 1 is because the whole purpose of the commission and bringing different people is to hear different voices and different opinions and different, you know, points of view. We come from different sides. We have people from the condos, from the communities, different parts of the communities, older, younger, children, not children. The whole purpose is that the entire community is represented up there. And what that's going to mean, obviously, is you're going to have differences of opinion, and that doesn't mean that you should be at odds. And this is, I guess, for you know, the next elected officials and some of the ones that sit there now. But just because you have a difference of opinion doesn't mean you're at odds. It should mean that you're trying to conjoin and ultimately walk out with a decision and a vote, which hopefully better represents and betters our town. And hopefully people understand that, you know, because that is what it means to be an elected official. You're not an activist. You know, you leave your signs outside before you come in, and you come in and you do what you do for the betterment of our community. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recognize, I guess, we'll go mayor, vice mayor, and work our way down. Whether they're here or not, I guess we'll still mention them. And we will do alphabetical order. So this is not by order of preference. Just want to put that out there. So the first one to be recognized, and again, there had to be some litmus. And as Commissioner Maisha said, yeah, I wish we can call up every single person that has ever served Unfortunately, over the decades, fortunately, unfortunately, there's been a lot of people, and it's impossibility as is to get everybody's names here. So we had to create some sort of litmus, some sort of a starting point. So first one would be Mayor Daniel Deitch, who is not here tonight, but again was the mayor when I came in, and we'll just appreciate it for him. Next is Mayor Mitchell Kisner. Again, somebody who's not here, but his work is still appreciated. Mayor Paul Novak, and Mayor Eli Torgman, who is here tonight. So thank you. We have a customized proclamation.
Wow.
And a key to the city. Just FYI, we changed the locks already. This is the former one, but it's just to say
Very
thank you,
nice.
Mayor.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you, Mayor, for organizing this event. Thank you for all of you present here to witness progress in progress. And I want to start just a few words. Kind of an acknowledge for all the years that I've spent in the town being a servant. Yesterday, we celebrated the life of a great leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who fought for a life of justice, equality, and unity. We also celebrated his famous freedom speech 61 years ago, I Had a Dream. I have been fortunate for the last 40 years I have served this town. Let me repeat, 40 years. It hasn't been easy. Thank you. I have dedicated myself to public service with unity, compassion for each other. I have spearheaded many initiatives with great results, not only in Surfside, but throughout Miami-Dade County. I encourage the elected officials in Surfside to continue to support each other in unity. Let me repeat, unity. For me, that's a very important word, because this town is a little bit not so, what's the right word? Okay, by popular demand, unified. So it is time for us to step back a little bit, pat each other in the back. We're all here for a good reason. We want to serve. We want to make Surfside a better place. And I think I have proven, I think I am the only person in town that has served for 40 years. That's a lot of history, guys. That's a lot of punches that I had to deal with. That's a lot of downturns and upturns. But in the end, it's gratifying. It's gratifying that you've done a good deed. It's gratifying that you know that you have left this town with a better world, for a better world. This town is unique, and it's for us to continue to hold our principles. So I know we're facing an election very soon. Vote your conscience, vote your heart. But remember this, please always acknowledge the good work that every single elected person has done. I thank the President Commission, I thank the mayor, the vice mayor, and the commissioners, because they, no matter what is happening, they're still at it. And they want to make Surfside a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I was going to mention how Mayor Torgman is, he didn't give up, and he's still on the boards. He's still getting attacked, even though all he's trying to do is help. But He's been very active in tourists and making our town a much better place, just, event by event that brings community and visitors together. So thank you, Mayor, for that. I guess I have three enough commissioners here. I'm thinking of changing the slogan to Surfside. It came recommended. It's like Surfside, it's in the water. Let me know if what you guys think. Let's see. So we have with us Vice Mayor Barry Cohen. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm standing here because of him. He threw me onto the Parks and Rec Committee many, many years ago, and that started my service in the town. So I don't know if I should thank him or hit him. But in the meantime, let me get you some. Proclamation. Holder. Still work. Get you out of some tickets.
The most thing that I've been proud of when I served on the commission was an attorney friend of mine who was coming before her, the town, and he gave a he sent some kind of litigation was going on, and they did a request for documents that I had published. There was not a single piece of paper. I always believed that just do what you can, be honorable, and I'm proud to have served Surfside. I love Surfside, and Surfside will always be my home.
By the way, I hope you guys know you can take this home, right? But well, we could leave it here. We'll take a photo after. Next up, we have Vice Mayor Karukin. Again, somebody that I enjoyed watching over the years on the commission. He's not here today, but I do want to recognize him. We have Vice Mayor Frank McBride, who again I want to recognize. Vice Mayor Tina Paul, I want to recognize her. And then we do have with us here Commissioner Malika Marto, who is still serving the town of Surfside as our senior liaison, and continues to serve our community till today on some of the boards. And I guess you can't turn it off, right? So.
Everybody comes with a different background. I come from a very different background myself, like most people here. I was born in Cuba, and when I was 20 years old, I left Cuba. And by then, my parents had already received the news that all their family was killed in Treblinka. And I made a purpose in my life to help others and to be able to repair the world, the Kumolan. And I have done that ever since I have been 20 years old. I have been living here in Surfside for 23 years. I believe that I have been very, very fortunate to be able to come to a town in which it's beautiful, it's quiet, and it's reflective of pluralistic society. I have to say that it was not easy to be here for 6 years, so I cannot even imagine 40 years. I mean, that would be beyond my imagination. I was ready to leave when I saw that it was just too much for me. But I have to say that I have a heavy heart today to see the division that we have in the town. not only the division, because as the mayor says, everybody has their own point of view, but you have to respect somebody else in order to be respected yourself. And it's very disheartening to see what is happening in the commission meetings, in the um, political newsletters, the lack of respect towards each other, the lack of transparency. This makes me feel very, very sad. So, as I say, I am very blessed that I have been able to live here. I just had my 85th birthday. So I consider myself very, very lucky and very grateful. And I just beg to God that we will be able to respect each other here to the extent that each one deserves to be respected. I appreciate all these words I have been given, which really they shouldn't have been given to me because that was my duty. And I accepted it with humility and with gratefulness. And I just wish that I could see in the very near future a Surfside that is more respectful, more united, more concerned. And I thank the people that are here for giving me the honor and for allowing me to tell them how blessed and how grateful I am. Thank you.
So to follow your speech, I just want to say I wish we lived in a city where this room should be full right now. You know, you have people that have served for 40 years, for many years, those that continue to serve. This room should be packed right now, and this is just the first step towards that. You know, hopefully this becomes, people need to start appreciating what was done. And in that sense, before we go, if you don't mind, if everybody would take a photo with the commission. You know, no matter who you are, you've all been up there. You know that none of your initiatives get done without the staff behind you, and definitely without your manager. So I do want to give a shout out to our town manager, Hector Gomez, who has carried all our initiatives forward so far, and his amazing staff here in the town. So, Chief left. Oh, you're gonna do the benediction? All right, this will be fun. Take out your cameras, folks. Then we'll do a photo.
I always try to be a person of a few words, so benediction is the right place for that. Right off the bat, before I start though, I am Hector Gomez. I am your town manager, and I will not be able to be here without those that forged away. So I hope this night memorializes that, and I am very thankful for every one of your service. 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms. You do this, you did it for $1 a year. I'm endlessly thankful for you. So with that, I'll leave it for a few words, and I pray that the Lord will bless and protect you, and that He will show you mercy and kindness. May the Lord be good to you and give you peace. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. With that, it concludes tonight's ceremony. Sorry? Yes, we're definitely going to take some photos. I just meant that Jose can go home and celebrate his birthday. So thank you all. Happy birthday to Jose. And thank you very much.